if you really want to line up inner and outer tie rods to perfection, hey, line up the heads, go on the back, rotate the inner tie rod until it's absolutely square with your bolt. You know, just you can feel it. It's gonna be pretty good. You're gonna feel that there's a big gap between both of them if they're not level. And then just square up. Why? Because the nuts change. Nuts change. See the thickness of this one versus that one? This one was originally a 14 threads from here to here. This one went down to 18 because of the nut. So square it up with the box and you'll get a pretty good close level eye measurement side to side. 21 millimeter, pull it out. See with the socket, got an impact. There's a cotter pin, just pull it out. It's that easy. I love these cotter pins. They're just so easy to install and replace, and they suffer no stress because the bolt is always lower than the hole. So they suffer no stress. It's just a security thing. But you can put in the new cotter pin. But yeah, pull it out. And you got a 17 millimeter. There it is. 17. Put my impact on it. There it is. All up. As for the tie rod, I'm just going to tap with a hammer. So just get loose. But in some cases it's really not that easy. I mean, I don't like bashing stuff with a hammer, just making noise all the time. I have something called the ball joint separator, and that just slides in and it has a little thing on the top, and you just crank down on the it has a bolt that you just crank down on and it makes this lever just go down, and it'll counter pressure the tie rod, and when you got it really tight, then you can just lightly tap it and it'll just pop out. Plop. But I'll show you more info about that in another clip. We're taking out the inner tie rod of the boot and everything else, right? Leave this guy loose but bolted on. And my tool that I use for this stuff now is this guy. It's a Craftsman tool. It's just for setting and hammering, so you can loosen. I used to use a double wrench. Used to use this long guy. Craftsman also, I think. And another wrench. This is from Menard's Master Force. Now I just have them both there and crack them loose, because I got leverage with this guy and I just got stability with this guy. I would just cock him in the corner around here to make sure that he's really stuck on something, probably the stabilizer bar, the control arm or whatever, and then I'll just crank it loose with this guy. But now with this new tool that I got, it's a lot easier for me to crack these bolts loose. All I do is just set it there, hammer it, and loose it comes off. Again, it's not for every particular, I mean, this is my particular situation with this Mazda, but other cars I know they get worse, and rust is worse. So when rust is worse, what I do is I just take my wire brush with my Milwaukee drills. I have a 90-degree angle drill and a normal drill, and what I do is I just clean off these threads before I even try to take this off. And that way when I crack it loose, it's easier to move up and down, because most of the time it's because of the rust in between here. If you always take out a nut, you're always going to see that the center of the threads here versus the outer edge that's all rusted up, they're always clean. So your problem is always right here at the very start. So the better you clean this area, the less rust you're going to have to deal with cracking this nut loose. Again, a right time to count the threads is right before you loosen these tie rod ends. Leave everything tight before you loosen, and count the threads. And this Mazda specifically, it was 14. So what I did was I just marked 14 there. And this is the marker that I use. It's a painter's marker you get from Walmart. It's cheap. It's clear. It's vibrant. It's a nice color. And it's very, very liquidy. So yeah, once it dries up, it's permanent. Probably until you put brake clean on it, but yeah, it's pretty good stuff. So what's basically going to happen now is that I'm going to tighten down this inner tie rod with this tool, as previously explained. Now, this tool, you can even pass it over these nuts, no problem. So you go in, tighten it up, see it gets tight again. I'm going to go on my big socket and the half-inch breaker bar. Get this on camera. Tighten it up. Best checking that it's not loose, but it's not, and that's basically it. Then align your 18 threads in the back, install your outer tie rod, install your tie rod here, put the bolt down, and you're done. Detail nuts change from tie rod to tie rod when they come from old to brand new. In this case, the nut came a bit bigger, so instead of a 17, it's a 19.